3,
Say hi.
2.
Yes, fine.
1.
Come here and say hi real quick.
Hello, everybody,
Hi.
and welcome back once more. Hey, Kat.
Hi.
Hey,
Hello.
Cat.
Our dear Rowan's daughter. Anyway, hello, everybody, and welcome back once more to another session of Pathfinder and with Epic and Friends. Screw you, works.
I'm waiting for the day Archer swirls around like a glass of wine while he says this.
That's what you need to do next time.
Well, stroking
That
the
doesn't
cats.
It's gotta be a thing of wine where you just swish it.
I am classier than that. It'll be a growler glass of scotch
Okay.
Okay.
with a cigar, just like. Welcome back. Get real sensual with it.
Welcome to Pathfinder with Epic and Friends ASMR.
ASMR. Listen to us giggle like idiots.
Well, they get that anyway.
Let me put
Yes.
on my deep, quiet, sexy voice. Let me get right in that ear.
Now the best part is that we can watch each other just fucking die.
Die inside. Okay, regardless. When we left off, our group had just encountered Captain Madison, and after a firefight in the dark, with him retreating, they spent an inordinate amount of time trying to figure out a singular puzzle. And after 14 or so attempts in cannonballs flying by, they finally managed to solve the puzzle by finding a direct answer inside of one of the corpses that they had failed to loot.
You make it sound like we cut open the corpse to find the answer.
We might as well have.
This isn't Saw.
I
Yeah.
have a discussion about that later. Regardless, we return with our adventurers and one Arcelestia, once more venturing into the depths of Satasha Seagrot, trying to perform a quid pro quo to secure Arcelus's freedom and to remove the bounty on his head by trading in a bounty of, well, lesser worth, no less important for the nation of Limsa Laminsa to have cleared. So we return with our party once more walking through the caverns of Satasha. The deep darkness of the place, all but obscuring their vision. The sound of the sea now surrounds them as they have progressively gone deeper and deeper into the caverns. A quick glance around them at this point has revealed there is no longer a spot in the caverns which is not covered by a faintly damp film across the walls and even the ceiling. The sound of waves rushing back and forth fills their ears as they walk through, growing ever so slightly fainter as they continue onwards.
So I think I can see some lights up ahead.
Probably means there's more enemies up there. So we should probably be really careful about going ahead. Or wait, just do what you used to do and just rush in there.
Please do not.
And probably get shot again.
Yeah, probably.
So who's going first?
Well, we also learned when I went first last time. So, Kato, thanks for volunteering.
No.
Dak first actually calls Millie over and taps her really quickly and sends her over to Works. And
I
Cass.
believe I'm at full health. So
I know.
okay.
Cast Protect on him.
Oh, good.
You have 35 points of damage that turns into non-lethal. And 2 AC.
Plus 2.
Might as well give you something.
Alright, Mama Bear, you want to go with?
She kind of just like looks at you for a second, going, "Boy, when have I ever not rushed right into combat swinging like there's no tomorrow?
Oh, I know.
Did you even need to ask, or are you just being polite for the sake of an old lady?"
I mean, I do have some manners.
Emphasis on some.
Hush. Alright, so me and Agitar will go in. Cuddle, Hunt, stay behind us, and then Fiona, Rowan, and Dak get ready to counterattack. And Ark,
Yeah,
just do what you do best.
I'm sorry, but I don't think there's any single women around here that I could do what I do best with.
Just rolls her eyes and puts a hand to her
Oh,
face.
okay.
Pinches pick up her nose.
Blow stuff up.
He waves his hand in front of his face. It's just some levity. Relax. If you want me to do what I do best, make a distraction.
Well, I'm good at that.
Yeah,
Yes, you are. I will give you that
Would you
one.
take that as a compliment or an insult?
Wee bit of both.
Alright, I'm fine with that. Alright, let's move.
Remind me to bring you to the family's next starlight. You'll make a good way to make an escape.
Yeah, flip story grimoire and prepared.
There's what?
Impose?
That's not first off.
That's what, only like the third time you've used that spell?
It is.
Yeah.
Although,
Well, I mean, my for a little bit. And I put it on his head.
Alright. So, Work, since you're going up ahead, I'm asking you not to move your token. I'll take care of it just to kind of alleviate some of the stress points that we've been having. So,
Okay.
Works, I need you to roll a perception as you're walking forward.
Not horrible.
Not horrible.
Not great, but not horrible.
Works, as you start to come forward and you're walking along through the way, you kind of turn your head for a moment and look off to your immediate left and right. And very faintly, like you have to squint to really get a good look at it. You can see water on either side and kind of waves lapping back and forth. And good timing on the music. Just kind of pushing back and forth. And then you look a little closer and then you can already see another wall. So it's very much just kind of this water source connecting into the cavern, but is very much cut off. And you're going, alright, that's there. And then you look forward, and up ahead you can see 4 very faintly flickering lights. They're kind of just trickling back and forth, and it's very hard to see anything directly about them. But as you approach, you can, however, see a number of pirates kind of looking directly in your kind of directly towards your way. And as you're looking up there, you can note that they're on a platform that's about 15 feet above you. You can also pretty clearly note that at least one of them happens to be the people who ran away earlier.
Uh-oh.
So,
I'm going to back information to the party.
I was gonna say, if you would be so kind as to roll a stealth check, unless we're going with you walked in thinking nothing was gonna happen.
Do. 28, nice.
Is that plus 9?
One off from a match one.
Yeah, really, one off a crit.
They don't notice you. Nope, not at all. They're
Nat won their perception checks.
yes, natural 1 on the perception check. They seem more distraught over what just happened earlier, and there's a little bit of faint hysteria kind of rolling around. Most of them appear almost in a bit of a panic as they're kind of discussing things over and what to do. So you walk in, there's like a head turns your direction, and you notice it because they have candles next to them, and you just kind of like dive and hit the ground, and you're like, I'm just gonna crawl on my belly now. Go all the way back. Which you find your tail actually does make an excellent form of propulsion as you slither.
Move back to the party. So here's what I found out. We have a few of them down there. They're on a platform a little bit above us, probably about 10, 15 by rough guesstimate. They kind of seem a little distracted for the moment. And 2 of them down there are the ones we fought earlier in a way.
Well, that would explain why they're distracted.
Yes. Well, I mean, which would give good opportunity to run in there and get a quick range attack. So, if you want to bring the frontline fighters up, Rowan, you fall behind us, we'll give you an opening.
There it is. Alright.
And then Dank, Fiona, and Ark, if you want to follow behind us to prepare for the rest.
You turn to look over to where Ark is, and you're like, oh great, he's gone again.
Somebody put a bell on that guy.
Do not.
I thought the whole idea was to have him be stealthy while we created a diversion. And I'm sorry, where am I going?
You're coming with us. We're going to give you an opening. You're just going to blast him to hell.
I'm gonna cast haste on myself because I know everybody else has haste, but I don't think I ever got it.
This is an area.
Yeah,
so-
haste is an area, and also
Yeah, I'm
like
pretty sure
everyone's haste
all-
ran out earlier.
Yeah.
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 Okay, well then I'm recasting haste.
Well, do you want to do it when you're closer to the party?
I shouldn't have moved.
Oh, okay.
Maybe blame Ark. I wasn't here.
You wound me. You wound me, madam. I didn't even know you had haste.
I know. Because I never figured out the stupid spell sheet. I have all the spells right next to me right now as we speak.
That's all good.
Alright, so I'm up with you.
Yeah, Hunt and Ashtar should be coming with us too. Not that close.
How,
Actually, before I do anything, Mister, I can't see a damn thing. Do you want me to cast light on something for you?
No,
You can only have one light spell active per caster.
Okay.
If you cast
Shadow has his hammer.
If you cast light on something else, the original one dissipates. And if we've been in here for an hour, at least our light is probably worn off. But it's cantrip, so who cares?
Alright, so we're here. Basically what I'm thinking is we run in there, the four of us. We'll give a decent level of cover. Rowan hits him with whatever she feels like hitting. Rowan, how big of a spread does Fireball even have?
I think it's like 10 feet.
it's a 20-foot radius.
20-foot radius, yeah.
And it's got one heck of a range on it.
Well, I mean...
Magic bomb.
Yeah.
I mean, if you do your fireball right here, you hit.
You realize she can't see that, right?
Yeah, no, there's darkness. Big old thing of darkness. I mean, there are the candles.
Yeah.
It's also way overhead.
Oh yeah, no, that is right. Oh my god.
It's a shame I can't use my echo and kind of like lull them into something, but I have to be there.
So this is a platform. Oh, like how high up?
About it's 15 feet up.
Yeah, it's 15 up.
So I guess like over here is the stairs to get up there, or
I don't know. Maybe you'll find out.
well,
Yeah,
maybe
you
I
can
will.
see it's too dark.
That's true.
It's dark.
Maybe try blasting some of the supports out from underneath that structure.
damn
That
it.
might be easier said than done.
With a fireball,
I was gonna say, what does it
That would
look
be
like it's
pretty
made
easy.
out of? It's made out of wood? Flammable wood?
We could try scorching ray. That blew a hole in the wall.
Works to answer Dank's question. When you saw it, based off what you saw in the candlelight, it did look like lacquered wood planks.
So they're probably a little bit more fire resistant than thanks.
not that much more resistance to being blown the fuck up, though.
Yeah, but I mean, you got supports that are holding up a structure fit in the air. You're gonna have to hit it with something, really powerful.
Gestures to Rowan. The Scorching Ray might do that, yeah.
Alright, well, do you want to give it a shot then? Rowan, it's up to you. I mean, you're the one using magic.
Well, I'm gonna have to have enough time to cast my crown first.
Well, do you
Give
want to
it
do that before we go in?
I'm gonna hit it.
How long is it going to take you to cast your crown?
It's just it's a
So it's a 6 second
action.
cast? Alright.
Well, we're not even in battle yet,
Before we
so-
rush in?
I was thinking blow it down before we get into combat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So then if I cast it now, we go in, then I should be able to cast. I should be able to cast in a surprise round right off the bat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ark, what's the judgment on that?
I mean, yeah, she can cast it in a surprise round. It's a question of.
We're gonna do no damage to break the supports.
Well, it's more of a question of. I need you to confirm an action before we start doing stuff.
Alright, so we'll go with that. Rowan,
I'm never going to tell you that you can't do something unless it's absolutely fucking stupid or against the rules. Like, I'm going to tell you, like, if you say, I'm going to try to face through the wall and be like, roll for it. Let's see what happens.
Nat 20.
You are now stuck in a wall. Alright, so Rowan, put your crown up. we'll go in, create distractions here, and see what we can do about this thing.
Okay. I cast Infernal Crown.
Okay. Rowan, you bring your hands up and just kind of like there's this brief wave as you draw your hands up to yourself and up across your head, and then finally this crown of fire rings around the top of your skull and just kind of flows back down, giving you this kind of slightly fiery aura.
Alright, let's roll.
I was gonna say before we get started, I was gonna cast Fly on myself. Also, is anyone else having like issues with numbers not staying up on like spell-like abilities?
Well, it probably doesn't have a saving throw, so...
No. On like my sheet under like my channel and everything, it's like it was 3 before. Now the numbers aren't sticking; they're going back to 0.
Maybe it's an unofficial bug with the update.
Oh,
My room still has dark numbers.
You said it was with your channel?
in spells, yeah, under spells,
Spells...
all the way down at the bottom under spell like my channel should have 3, my regen should have 1, because I'm using them as how many I've used.
Max per day.
Also, before she rolls to
Like I do that, and it goes back to 0.
cast the spell,
Ooh.
No, went to 0. Per day.
Yeah. It's just weird. It might have been an update they did. Might have borked it. I'll just have to keep.
I would use my wand instead of my cantrip.
He didn't know what spells you
I
had.
didn't know what spells you had. Also, Magic Missile's a level 1 spell, isn't it?
Yeah.
What?
It is.
You're right.
I was like, I'm not gonna sit here and like burn through all your spells. I'm like, I don't know what you want.
I could get this recharged.
We can get this
Yeah,
in.
because I didn't get the big spells in the first room. I just used the magic missile.
Yeah. Okay, so Kato, you cast Foretelling. What are you doing with that?
Rowan for the roll to hit, basically.
Okay, Rowan, you get this moment where Kato like brings his hands up and you see the tip of like his star globe hammer start to spin and the cards like flutter out. He's like, spreads the cards out in the air for a second, and as they come up, he goes, throws one at you. And as you do so, it like enters your skull, and you just see this vision of the future of you succeeding at whatever you attempt to do next.
Nice.
And then the card comes back. You get a +2 for anything you attempt to do next.
For the next hour.
Oh wow.
Damn.
But no, it's only for one action, isn't it?
What you sent me says gains +2 morale bonus for the next 10 minutes per caster level.
Hang on. Also, Rowan casted haste. Who got haste?
Actually, no. We talked. Rowan was talked out of casting haste.
Oh, right.
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 Okay.
We want to cast it before we go into battle.
Okay, and I did fly. That way I can move around. There's something. There we go.
Okay. So,
I'll
Rowan, what are you going to attempt to do?
What do I do?
I asked Rowan what she's going to attempt to do.
Yeah, I was just wondering. So,
Am I leading the way into the room and casting it, or?
No, we're leading the way, which opening a chance for you to cast.
Okay, well,
I was thinking the first thing that happens is she tries to blow up
Remember,
the
says
sports
in
and-
character.
yeah.
I thought we were just going to blow the sports out first and see if that just makes it so we don't have to actually fight.
Well, I have to get in there because I have to see where I'm going to throw my fireball first.
Well,
Fair enough.
Yeah, we'll lead the way. At least enough where we can give her protection should it fail.
Don't go far, Mama Bear. I might need you.
She looks at you and she's like, "Alright, little chick. I'll take care of you."
What chick?
I call you my little baby phoenix.
I'm good with that.
Alright, let's move. Prado, Hunt, move with me.
Can I say I activate the fines before we get moving, just so I'd have it up?
Yeah.
So am I going to be firing? I don't see pylons yet. I have a big black spot. Bless you.
Thank you.
Well, when we get closer, I'm sure we'll be able to see it, but for the moment...
There's like candles here that I can see.
But they're above.
Yeah. Hunt, are you coming? Or...
Alright, well, let's get moving so we don't waste my crown.
Yep.
Kato, try to spread out more. So they might have grenades again.
That child's probably allowed to move, so I'm just being consoled for the visit.
Are you in range yet, Rowan, or do we need...
I'm in perfect range. I got a 400-foot range on the ball.
Jesus!
Just shoot it straight ahead.
Alrighty. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast it up here, right in this. Hold on. How come I can never make it do this circle pinging?
Are you holding it?
You gotta hold it down.
There you go.
Like ripples in the ocean.
So right there, the blue ripple. At least it's the blue on my screen.
The light blue?
Yeah.
Not Kato's light blue, the slightly darker
Pale blue.
The pale blue, because we have 3 people using blue. Alright, I'm gonna change my color. Fuck it. I'll be white. Everyone can say whatever the fuck they want about that.
Whatever. Shows up in the darkness
Yeah.
at least.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're firing right there?
I am firing right there, yeah.
Okay, dokie.
And alright, so fireball is I'm a level 5 caster now, 5d6.
Alright, I thought you were 7, but alright.
Oh no, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, no, yeah.
My brain.
Because I saw that in there and I changed it to 8, but I was wrong. It should be 7.
Yeah.
Are you also gunning for crown in the cape?
She hasn't rolled damage yet.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, take a +2 to the roll to hit or whatever.
Alright, Rowan. You don't roll a hit squat with a fireball. The fireball just explodes. It's people either get out of the way or they don't.
Yeah, because fireball is basically damage. They have to saving reflex to get out of it.
Right. I was saying that you couldn't hit a point that you literally couldn't see. That there was no way to go. How do you get it there when you can't see it and it's dark and there's no way to really pinpoint it? Now you could have said like, I just threw the fireball in the darkness in this line.
No, I could see it because it's showing up on my thing because I've got my elven eyes and I've got the fire here.
Yeah.
So I could see exactly where it is on my screen here. So that's why I'm choosing that because I'm assuming that's my range of vision.
Okay. And what's the save on that?
Save is reflex for half.
Do wind supports really get a reflex save though?
I thought talking about the people upstairs that get a nice burst of fire.
Yeah, it's hitting people up there. So what I was asking is, what is the save DC for half damage?
It doesn't tell me.
Should be 10
It
plus
just
plus the spell level plus your modifier.
I'm seeing it right now. I don't see it, my dear.
The spell thing over on the left in the spell tab, there should be a column that says DC that you can't actually edit yourself. That should have the DC.
Yeah, I'm not.
calculated for you.
So there's no DC in there. But for me, it just says reflex added to half.
No. When you go into spell casting,
Fireball's a third level spell, right?
Fireball is a third level spell, yeah.
The DC 16.
I don't have my tabs set up yet on here, Kato, so that's why I'm confused.
Yeah,
okay.
It's all good. The save was a 16. So, there is, as you bring your finger up, there's this little pebble of fire that appears at the tip of it. You kind of look, and you aim right for where the candle is, and you're like, in your mind, you're going, I bet I can hit that fire with this fire and make them really freak the fuck out. Just like make that fire explode. And part of you goes like, man, I really wish I knew that spell that Ark did that made the bonfire explode. You go, whew, and you throw it, and it flies like a little bead. And Kato, there's a split second where you go, maybe I'm a little too close for it, and it explodes.
Oh, no,
And you're like,
I'm good.
you look over directly to your side, and you just see the explosion, and you're like, that almost seared my balls.
Well, I mean, there's water right next to me. We can just dive in that.
At which point, you can hear various shouts from above as it appears that at least 3 people got caught in that explosion. However, 2 of them seem to have gotten away mostly unharmed.
Mostly.
However, they did take some damage. Hard to really tell with them being so far above you and it being so dark. However, you can hear one rather heavily screaming in pain. So you know that one caught quite a bit of pain.
What about the structure, though?
I mean, that was the original plan, was going for that.
Yeah.
Just wait a second. With
Oh yeah, I think of the +2 for the +2 for action,
yeah,
not the +4 for the crown and the cape. So that should actually be 23.
23. Well, that's easy enough to fix.
I mean, those that took half will probably just take one damage. But copyright art. Copyright!
They can't copyright acapella.
Okay.
Huh. Good to know.
Well, I think they can if you do it in its entirety, but if you're just doing like a little bit, you're fine. So I did that wrong. Fuck.
I'm laughing at you under the blanket. It was funny.
Yes, you made the bestest for it. Regardless, as the fire starts to hit the rest of the platform, the rest of you see that it's still standing. However, you are rather quick to note that the area is very much on fire.
Kados look too happy about that.
Burn.
I actually can't see Kato.
And there.
However, there is a rather unwanted side effect of this.
Uh-oh.
It's giving off an enormous amount of light.
Didn't think this through, did we?
I mean, they were gonna figure out we were there eventually, so.
That's true.
And it's rather clear they can see you now.
Hi, enemies!
Oh,
We're gonna
no.
kill you now.
Roll initiative.
Oh, God. Okay. Be sure to select your token.
Hang on 1 second before people start rolling. Let me clear out all the other crap.
Okay. Boop. Really? I rolled a 3. I rolled a nat 1 on my damn initiative.
God damn, that's the second 19 I rolled tonight.
With all your shit luck over the last couple nights, you deserve it, my
Yeah,
friend.
really.
You rubbed it off on me. How dare you?
You rolled enough ones yourself last week.
My rolls tonight haven't been that bad. My first roll was bad, but whatever.
I love that. It was like poking your window.
Damn it, wrong way.
Ah,
Fucking mirror effect.
sorry. I'll stop playing.
Wait. Dark, high five.
Wrong way. There.
Idiots.
It's hard to judge.
Fucking mirror effects.
I know, right?
First I rolled a 12, then it says, oh, you didn't pick your token. Then I rolled a 10.
I mean, Arc could always change it to a 12, because that's what you originally rolled. I'm not going to use my eternal hope on a goddamn initiative roll.
If
That's
only
35,
Works could
that's
still
50.
jump.
Alright.
Yeah, if only I could still jump, great. Tampa.
Just throw your spear, it'll come back.
Damn it,
Yeah.
Bahamut! You took away my best abilities!
You should have picked someone else.
I mean, he did give me my own version of Fireball.
That sounds like a bad idea.
It does.
Works with a fireball. Yes, that sounds like an awful plan.
And yet you gave me Mega Flare.
To be fair, I did not know the depth of your thought process at the time.
That's a nice way of putting it.
I honestly thought he was going to go with Stupidity, but you know.
Like I said, that was the nice way of putting it.
I'm trying to be nicer. Stop making it hard. Okay. Yedrin.
Whew.
No, I'm just taking a look at what I can do here. But the platform you said is 15 feet up, right?
Yep.
You
Yeah.
always just try to chop down the.
At this point, you can see the pillars that are supporting it. They're not really pillars. It's more or less kind of solid stone that they've dug into and just put wood on top of.
Yeah. Yeah, not making that jump, so I also can.
You can charge that.
I think you count this in the way.
You do indeed come in the way it works.
That's my life story.
You know what I can do though? Even though it sucks to do this a little, I can delay my turn until after yours.
That's true, you can.
Also, just so it's very apparent, whoop.
Going to mark where the thing is.
Yeah, so you guys know it's like that platform's up in the air.
Okay.
Okay.
Hunt, if I were to move down here, that wouldn't be in your way. Will Kata be in the way at that point? Because that kind of crosses like right at the very edge of his.
You'd be tripping over his feet.
Damn. I can do that then.
So Yedra, you're holding your turn.
Yep, until after walks at least.
Well, Yedra, are you moving here or here?
Like, right, one of these two, probably.
Well, if I go here, then you can go there. I'll head right down here.
Also remember, you don't have to get as close to anything. 10-foot reach.
I could go right there.
Is protection from projectiles still up?
Yep.
Yes.
Neat.
Neato. Kato, you see one of the sharpshooters go running by above, and she's like, patting herself out, and then she just like hits the deck. Just kind of like lays down, so you, like giving her cover. At that point, works.
Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to actually, since the fire's would that technically be in the fire, or is that like above me?
It's way above you.
Okay. Just because I don't just that. You know what? No, it's only a -2 AC, right?
Yes.
Fuck it, I'm gonna charge it. I'll move there. No. Right here. And attack this one. Yeah, that damage is getting re-rolled. That's a hit, right?
Yeah.
Not much better, but I'll take it.
As you run up to strike this guy, you come over and you just... Which spear are you swinging with? Quintania?
Quintania.
Yeah, Quintania. You bring it around, and as you swing, there's this momentary feeling of your spear resisting you. You're like, kind of stop for a second. You kind of feel it bend, come back, and then whip across the guy's face. Like just slashing it and bringing, like tearing across the entirety of the space beneath his nose and his cheeks, and there's just this very thin red line that starts draining across, and then it just rips open and falls down, so the skin like covers his mouth, and you can just see the muscle and the whatnot coming down. He just and he just looks at you, just horrified and angry.
I'm gonna question why all the bad guys are going like at one time.
Because there's a lot of them, and I just rolled for pairs.
Okay.
You
guys need to roll better.
Rowan, at this point, because you're standing there with a crown of fire over your head and everything's illuminated, they go... Sorry, Yedrin, go.
Yeah, sorry about that. Also, quick double check. Just confused and trying to fall out, right?
What is that? I wouldn't think so, since it is a full round action.
Yeah, can a swift be used during a full round action?
Yes, it can. You've established this.
Okay. I just wanted to double check because I can never quite remember. Okay. Well, since I'm a little bit limited, I'm picking the same target as Walks to study with a swift action, then I'm going to be charging myself towards it. So let me just change my numbers up here to reflect that. Charge. Yeah, I'm going to be basically moving this way.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
Yedrin, you just come up and the guy is like turned to scream at work, still just absolutely furious in the state of his face. And as you come up, you find the same exact line, and the top of his head just goes, just flies off and rolls to the ground. You can see the top of his tongue just kind of waggling.
Oh.
Actually, I don't think you can Vital Strike on a charge, Yedrin.
Oh yeah, so I keep forgetting that. Can I keep the attack and just reroll my damage? Because
Yes.
it would have been this. Then
Okay.
it would have been...
Still stupid.
Feels pretty good.
There would have been 32 damage.
So you come up and you do still find that same line. However, as you're attacking, he opens his mouth, turns, notices you, and closes it, and you strike his teeth. And as you do so, you see a very large red smile appear across his face as you basically cut from... Here, I'll show you. Turn this way. You cut from here all the way to here across his jawline, smashing all of his teeth out in the process, and his jaw distends and flops down as you break the bones. And he's like, "Arr!" And he's standing there, jaw agape, looking at you still alive and bleeding profusely from his mouth.
Okay.
So at that point, as I was saying earlier, Rowan, one of the ladies that you just hit with a fireball, like, goes, is looking around and sees you standing there with a fire above your head, still kind of in the, like, I just threw the fireball pose, and then she goes, no, and points a gun at you.
Fuck this one bitch in particular.
Pretty much.
That's why I needed my shield. Where's my bear?
Oh, that's 40 feet,
Hey,
too.
which is cool. It's my brother. Say hi,
Hi, bro.
Zach.
What up?
bro.
Says hi.
Yeah, Rowan, I'm guessing 25 hits you at touch.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I'll say Agitar was right there, even though that's Fiona's thing, but...
If it didn't
Come on,
hit
man,
touch,
like-
I'd be surprised.
Yeah, I'll check it out later.
Rowan, there's a just this loud bang as it echoes through the room, and the next thing you feel is a slug enter into your clavicle, go through the meaty part just under it, and you feel it ride up and break through the shoulder. Take
Well,
10
does she
points.
still have...
Take
Does
10
she
points
have
of damage.
protection from projectiles?
She
Don't
should.
you? Do you have the projectile protection, or...
She wasn't there
Yeah.
for that session, so I don't know. Did you get everybody with that, Cam?
I got the frontliners with it, but obviously I should have been more thorough.
Yeah.
Let's review the tape!
Oh no.
Please stand by while the judges review the play.
Muting for the time being so people don't have to hear this crap.
Hold on. It's good.
Work.
Sure.
Oh god! The lawsuits! The lawsuits! They're already coming in!
See the vial blood out my bag after.
Skeleton.
that.
Like 8.
Or I am
Jan.
not talking like bro.
7.
Yeah.
Whatever.
For the briny depths.
It works.
Fiona, how many people can that thing affect?
6 people.
Then no, Rowan did not get it.
Or,
Because
no, 7. Sorry.
7? Because it looks like you gave it to Ark, you gave it to Dak, you gave it to Agitar, you gave it to Kato, you gave it to Works, and you gave it to Yedrin. So that's 6 people, and I believe you also gave it to yourself, did you not?
Yeah. Sorry, Ron.
I didn't realize I actually had that.
So yeah, Rowan, you take 10 points of damage.
After the reduction from Protect, right?
No,
I
I
have
put
to
protect
back-
at work.
Works.
Alright, right. My bad.
That reminds me, I still haven't updated my HP last levels. A little screwed, that's alright.
What is your touch, Rowan?
My touch?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I was playing with my sheet.
It's all good.
My touch is 17.
The other one steps up, points her gun at you, takes aim, and as it flies by, the fine make of your dress actually tangles the bullet up and keeps it from hitting you, and it drops to the floor.
Oh, thank God for those extra fire crystals.
Basically, like, it pinged off a fire crystal and ricocheted. Oh, so this guy's not dead, so I need to take that skull and crossbones off of him.
Yeah, he'll be dead next turn. Now, Art, what would you say if I wanted to,
Whoop. He's inside you. He's inside you, Yedrin. He got inside you.
Whoa, okay, I didn't know we were playing that kind of game.
Muppet.
Got inside your head.
Yedrin, he runs up to attack you, and as he does so, he goes, whoo, and spins, and the next thing you see is his blade goes right through his ally, and he's like, oh, shit.
He rolled a nat 1. Huh?
And you just see the other guy, like, standing there, like, with his bleeding mouth, like, eh. And he goes, and he, like, turns to look at his friend, and he's like, he collapses.
He rolled a nat 1, didn't he?
He rolled 2.
I feel bad for that guy almost. 12 damage and 32 damage, now his friend hits him.
Fate just wanted him dead.
Yeah, he only had 1 health.
Oh, god damn it!
He's
Between
like,
the two of us, we couldn't do 1 more damage.
oh.
Well, I did. Oh, no, he just rolled 1 6. Okay. Never mind.
At this point, you all kind of hear someone running from overhead, starting to come down the steps. Whoop, 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 whoop. Not what I wanted. I wanted the ruler. Thank you very much. Okay. Kato,
Yes.
does a 25 hit your touch AC?
Of course it does.
Okay.
My dexterity is 1.
I mean, alright, there's a gunshot that goes flying through the fire directly at you, and it pings you across the side of your face. However, your protection from arrows keeps you safe, as it only deals 7 points of damage.
Okay. So that's down 7 points then? Or I take 7 points.
It's down 7 points.
Rowan's picture just went blank.
Happens.
I need a picture from her.
Rowan, it's your turn.
I think she's
Alright. Yeah, I was fixing my plug and accidentally hit the power button.
Oof.
So, I think I'm back.
I mean, I see you in, I just don't see video.
Not the video's a big thing anyway. All you're really getting out of it on my side is you get to see me look horrified at Ark's descriptions.
Yeah.
I just can't wait to make you drool a little.
If you start doing food, I'm going to go get food and eat it on camera.
There's Rowan.
Okay. I'm gonna lob my fireball at these 3 bitches up here.
Okay.
I was gonna say, do what you do best. Blow something up.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing. Now, do I still have the +2 from Mikado thing, or no?
That's for an hour, so technically yes.
I mean, it doesn't
Parker's
matter.
changed his mind on that.
What was that, Rowan?
I said, Kato, you're in bed. I see Kato now.
I don't
Yeah.
see him still.
I don't see him.
Restart my.
Whatever.
Restart my.
Regardless, you may go ahead and roll damage.
God almighty, woman!
Oh, I missed it.
35
Damn.
points of damage.
Nice.
I feel like Fiona, except I'm like at half health now.
Burn, baby, burn. Discover burn.
Okay. So, Rowan, as you do this, you immediately see the 3 women going, oh, shit. As you hurl another fireball at them, and the bead goes flying outwards, and it strikes dead center of all 3 of them. They just look at each other, and you see 2 of them jump away, kind of doing this tuck and roll out of your line of sight. Meanwhile, you see the other one, who was a bit too slow to react, like, go to 1 foot, and then it explodes, blossoms, and you watch as, like, the leg that she lifted flies off of her body and lands, like, 15 feet in front of you, just charred black.
Lovely.
Oh,
Now that's where you pick the plug up and beat someone to death with it.
I'm gonna beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
I'll beat you with a bloody stump, bitch.
And it's like, after that, you see, like, you can see this person, like, one leg just kind of in the fire, just let out this horrified screech of pain. You see her arms fly up, and the next thing is just, like, this insane, almost provocative dance that she kind of goes through before she flops, trying to run on the leg that's no longer there, falls to her side and rolls and just caramelizes in front of you.
Yeah, but with all that smoke and fire now, ain't no bitch that's gonna be shooting at me from that angle.
Regardless,
You say that.
Fiona.
Alright, so... Shit, sorry, a lot's been going on all of a sudden. I can't really focus.
Oh.
Yeah, so I can just put Agit on autopilot.
Okay. Agitar kind of just... Agitar's movement speed is 30, right?
40.
40? She just walks by Kato like it's no big deal and is like, hey, you're tiny, get out of my way. Just comes up with that warhammer and takes a swing into the one guard that just killed his ally. Would you roll damage? And I'll follow up afterwards if you need a moment.
That's wrong.
Alright.
There's a 1 in there, and that's 21.
As she swings, there's just a as the guy's head bounces a little bit. He's just kind of... He's shook, and he's like... Almost took the flop. Kato.
Okay, what? Oh, there's not a whole lot I can do right now, honestly.
Kill me! Kill me!
Alright,
You don't have to, I'm just a hit.
I mean, it's best to cut right now. Okay, I just gotta remember what that ruling on the meta magic was. I can...
It needed to be pre-prepared, and it's going to take up a spell slot higher than what it already was using.
I thought you changed it so that it's 2 spell slots of the same level.
Or you can do that one.
Okay, so I'm going to consume a charge of Inflict Light Wounds to turn Cure Light Wounds into a Reach spell.
Nice.
And Rowan gets 14 points back.
Nice max roll.
Yay. Dacky.
Okay.
Dacky wacky.
So, I can fly.
Can fly.
Can fly.
He can fly. He can talk.
Okay.
It's getting it to shut up, that's the trick.
So, to move. Not there. We're going to move here, and I'm going to go up so that I can get a better shot. Let's see. Here? Get that. Well. So,
So we're gonna cast from Fireball.
I mean... I could, but I could also put out fire. I cast Bismarck's Cure.
On.
I cast it here.
Okay.
So it hits him, 30 on impact, and then I think the slash is 25 to 40. So that's a splash zone. That one's dead. Splash zone, splash zone.
And reflex for half. So, minor damage too. Okay, so the guy that you're aiming at kind of sees the bead form above him because the water draws up from the ocean beneath him, and he goes, "What in the blood?" Oh! And he just dives. Next thing you see is it hits down. He's like covering his head, and he gets up like, "What in the hell?" And then you see the water spread, and the fires get put out. But as the splash hits, you see all three of the gunners just get rammed. Two of them go flying against the wall, where the impact actually smashes the back of their heads, and they both fall over, just out cold. And then you see the last one get pushed over the edge of the railing and falls down directly into Orcs' spear. But not like directly, like it catches the side of her face and tears her eyes and like half of her brain away.
Wait, do I get to roll damage for that?
No, she dies.
She's fucking dead.
Do I get an attack of opportunity against that?
You don't need one.
No, because she dead.
However,
Look,
because you did put the fire out, it dark.
Oh, God,
It dark.
Bart!
Sorry.
Also, before I forget,
Also, it's like another one on the list. Another one on the list.
all the
Oh,
candles
this is
around
me.
too.
Ooh, sorry. I just thought it was a bigger spread than fireball.
Rowan, reignite it!
Question is, can I if it's all soaked now?
That's true.
Why not?
I mean, it's magical water. I don't know. That's really up to.
I mean, isn't magical water still water to an extent?
Are your pets doing anything? Or are they just like, fuck this?
Well,
Fuck this
Is there
shit
anyone
on
left alive besides the one
let's
that's
see.
going to get, mollywopped?
It's 25. How much speed do you have? 70. 25. Scotch, you don't have shit for freaking light. You are a candle in the wind, my child. Since Scotch can actually take some damage, Millie's gonna stick with Dak.
Alright. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Yedrin.
Sorry, guys.
Does a dead bounty count as anything?
Dead body.
Really? I mean, you can just step over it.
I was asking because if I to step onto the dead body, I got flank with Agital.
I can say you're straddling it, yeah.
Okay, not gonna do that then if you get. Oh, it doesn't matter, I guess. Steady target the guy above me and I guess try for an attack. How much else I can do? Just see what happens before I move, I guess. That would only be 2 means up to 21. Probably not hitting.
No, you hit him.
Oh.
There's a rather...
Yeah, Molly's got whopped.
There's a rather sickening crunch as you just bring the weapon up and come down. And the blade, in a surprisingly clean stroke, cuts his face like dead in half and goes down to about the sternum. At which point you just come back up and you see it just kind of like fall slightly ajar, like you would just cut like a tomato almost in half, and then it just sinks and flops.
Yeah, and since I don't have to use my move action, I can still use my move action.
Yep.
Can I move like this?
I don't see why not.
Oh wait, that would put me through a box.
I can't see, so I can offer guidance.
Yeah. Trying to figure out. You know what, I won't move right through the box, but I'll move up here. Just step over the body and it's like, start walking towards the guy on the stairs, all smiling.
Do what?
Just step over the body and then start walking out towards the guy on the stairs, like, smiling. Like,
Is it a menacing smile or just a smile?
Whatever what.
Works.
Well, I can't really see much, and I guess the guys in front of me are all dead. So I'm gonna try a perception roll and see what happens. If I can see like the outline of where I am, where I can move. I rolled.
Okay, you rolled an 18, and you're trying to see just where people are around you?
Like people, structures, because...
You can see a set of stairs like 10 feet up from you.
Alright, that way. And let me see. It was 30.
Close the boat! Close the boat! Sorry, didn't know I was muted.
Oh, is that guy alive?
Which guy?
The guy right here?
That one? Yeah, he's alive.
Yeah.
He's completely unharmed.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure the one I've asked about that is this guy dead, because it's not marked for it.
So since I'm that's still part of move action, so I only get one attack, so we're gonna try. He is fat. I think that's hitting.
Yep, first one hits.
Yeah, well, I only get the one.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for Turk to look at that.
Alright, works. You swing into the guy, you bring your spear back around, this time jamming him into his foot and spinning, and you can actually hear like the crunch of the bone of his foot. He's just Ow. I'm sorry, I scared you, Longcore.
Yeti!
At which point there's
Where's my cat?
there's a moment of silence as he just looks at you, just like, you asshole.
Hi, how are you?
At which point he immediately swings into you. What is your AC right now, Works and Son?
24.
28.
God damn it!
The arc dice are back.
Boom. Okay, so he takes one swing at you, and as he comes by, it goes over and it rolls, and it comes across the scales on your neck, and it rips 2 of them off, exposing like this bloody red mark. Ah, that hurt. And then he swings back around, and he goes to cut you across your nose, kind of in the same way that you cut his friend. And you lean back to avoid it happening to you. However, I need you to take 13 points of damage off the wound to your neck.
Remember, 5 is non-lethal.
Yes. Well, either Yeager's killing him or I'm killing him, so...
Either way, he gonna die.
Much.
Did the turn order disappear off anyone else's screen?
Yeah, I'm sorry. There you go.
Okay. And there it goes again.
It's at this point, Yedrin, you look to your side and you see this blue crackle of energy come out from well behind, and you look and you go, I'm going to take a step to the side now. As you see this bolt of lightning lance out and drive both through a very unfortunate pirate up on the dock, and then directly in front of the guy before you. And as it just soars through both of them and drives through, you watch it hit the wall and burrow a hole through the cave wall until there's like this faint little trickle of water coming out. And you can hear the ocean much more clearly now. And you see both of them just drop dead. Yeah, 43 points of damage to the face kind of does that.
And like I said before, well, I'll never get my bill to cast this around.
Thing is, they're limited. They only get to do that so much.
Yeah.
However, you do see Ark. Actually, Yedrin, roll perception, because you're probably the only person who would be able to see this. An Agitar. Yeah, Yedrin, with that natural 20, you definitely see it. You see Ark just bent over and grab the guy he just electrocuted by the neck, and you see him rip the aether out of this man and just eat it.
When do we get to Soul Eater?
Well, he already showed that he could do that.
I know.
He's just like, you basically see him just like ripping aether out and drawing it into himself. And with that, combat concludes. I think the only person who got hit was Works and Rowan.
And Rowan's back to full.
Yep.
I didn't think bitch. So
Body looting time.
yeah, let's not forget that this time.
Deck's gonna fly up because she can and call Scotch back.
I'm gonna loot this one in front of me, so.
I'm looting these two, I guess.
Alright, 1 second. Works, as you dig through, you find, the only thing you find on the guy is, you find his cutlass, and you find he had a sack of about 20 gil on him.
Wow, that's a waste of crit.
Oh, you rolled a crit. I'm sorry, I mistook you and Connors. Because you announced each other's at different times.
Yeah.
Gato, you find a cutlass and about 20 gil.
Well, I'm searching both of them, so...
Then you find a cutlass and 35 gil.
Okay.
Works. You, meanwhile, go through and you're starting to look through this guy. You dig around, you find a small note that he has folded up in his pocket, and as you're digging through him, you find he had 2 or 3 money sacks on him for a total of about 75 gil. And lastly, you see that he had a key on him. A small bronze key with a spade at the back end of it and a 4-branched head. It makes this shape.
I'm in a different screen.
Here.
I think keyblade with 4 prongs.
That's kind of what I was thinking of.
Like that.
Yeah.
Then my free hand sucks, so excuse me. Doesn't look much like a spade, but yeah.
Dex searching.
Okay, good. I was about to say, did I just remove all my lighting? Shit. Fuck.
I guess the agent will probably help searching some stuff. Checking the area out, yada yada.
Well, I mean, I got 2 more to search down here.
Mm.
Aw.
We also have a couple of unconscious. We also have a few unconscious ones.
Are they unconscious?
No, they did.
Oh, I thought you
The
said
ones that got slammed into the wall?
They have since bled out. They were very close to complete death. And they're bleeding profusely out the back of their skulls. They're dead. Regardless, Dak, you go to pat them down with your perception after a few moments of looking. Sadly, their guns are burned. Very, very badly burned and are no longer of use to anything. You soak their black powder, so that's not worth anything. The cartridges that they had are waterlogged and now worthless. Their clothes are soaked through and charred as well, so those wouldn't do anything.
The chart was not my fault.
No, it wasn't. However, you do note that one of them did have a pendant around her neck. If there was a picture inside of it, it has been charred to bits. But it's still a nicely made silver pendant with a little gemstone on the front of it. By your guess, it's probably turquoise.
I think I found a door over here.
Alright, what's the note say I found?
The note?
Yeah.
You read over it, it's a very, very cheesy love letter to a woman by the name of Sophia.
What about this body next to me? I rolled a 22. Is there anything there?
As you look over the freshly Swiss cheesed body of this soldier, or rather this pirate, you go through and you see that because of the surprise, his cutlass is still in very good shape for a pirate weapon. And additionally, you find 20 gil on him. Otherwise, you look over his stuff and if you want to get gruesome about it, you'd probably salvage his clothing.
No, I'm good.
Or his boots. The boots actually do look relatively comfortable and are fur-lined.
But are they soaked?
Prestidigitation gets rid of water.
True.
Yeah.
Well, if anybody wants boots, his boots are pretty good over here.
Kind of boots.
Fur-lined boots. They'll keep your feet warm, Kato.
Looks like Kato coming back up. Oh, boots.
Yeah, I'm just.
Kato's like, shoes.
Yeah. I'm just.
I guess that's a question. So prestidigitation, it like cleans and dries things and whatnot. I can't do that on like the powder, can I?
On the what?
On like their powder and whatnot.
No.
Darn.
It's not a matter of drying it that's the problem. It's the matter that it's become chemically inert.
Right.
Just checking to see if they're magical at all.
Nope. They're just
comfy and warm.
They are.
Those boots were made for walking.
They are soft marmot fur boots.
Gonna bash them against a rock for good measure.
Okay. Kato, you walk over to the wall, and you bring the boots up, and you start hitting them against the rocks to dry them out faster.
And turn is gonna be testy.
I just got on it.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything else?
Yeah, I searching one near me, then just gonna take a look around to see what the options are from here.
Well, you find pretty much the same crap that Dak did. However, as you like patting her down and everything over, you feel like a lump on her breast, and you go, "The hell?" When you pull it out, and you see she was hiding. She was hiding a spare cartridge in there that remained dry.
Talk about a booby trap.
Kato, that was bad, and you should feel bad.
Golden brick. Golden brick. Aww.
No. It was at least on topic.
Yeah, that's true.
It was bad, but...
If only there was a bear trap in there.
So how much cartridge you can worth anything?
It's a bullet.
Yeah.
It's actually several bullets. It's probably about... You look into it and you find there's probably about 10 shells in there.
Is this a door? The wall.
Yeah, it's a door.
It looks like a door.
Anyway, because we're having...
Oh, crap.
Go ahead, Kato, whatever you're trying to do.
I was just examining the door.
It is locked. It is locked very tightly, and the keyhole is about the size of your fist.
So I'm guessing the key that Works found isn't gonna fit.
No.
Didn't you find another key? So don't we have two keys at this point?
Do we?
I have the dildo key, but
because
the phalanx-shaped stone.
Yes, with the stalactites coming off the rear.
Right.
Yeah.
We also found the key that got dropped in the last puzzle room, and this key.
Yeah. That's what I was saying, because I know there was at least another key that had fallen. Didn't realize the dildo shaped rock.
Has to work.
I don't know if it's a key, I'm just saying it might be a key.
Anyway, because one of us is having an issue right now, and I really have to use the bathroom.
5-minute break.
5-10 minutes. Let's go with 10 minutes. That way we get everything going. I'm going to pause the recording. Sorry to anybody that's watching.
Remember to turn it back on.
Yeah.
Just freaking remind me.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, I'm going to go check Twitch right now, see if anybody was even watching.
Okay. I will be right back. Refilling water.
I put the link in a couple Discords, so...
The answer to that is no.
I mean, it should have pinged on.
Say lovey?
Say, Levy?
It didn't show up on